Hello again, dear teachers and learners. Welcome to Creative Ideas for Teaching English. If you're new to our channel, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing our videos so that you give us a kind of support. لا تنسوا الضغط على الجرس ليصلكم كل جديد. Alright, let's start with our character that we are always talking about. Who is this person? Do you remember the name of this boy? Yes, this is our friend Omar. Very good work. I want you now to look at the activities that he's doing right now. Okay? Alright. So, look at this first picture. I'm going to ask you a question. سأطرح عليكم سؤالا وعليكم بالإجابة. Does Omar read a book? Does he read a book? Does he read a book? هل يقرأ كتابا؟ Yes. So, how would you answer? Answer. كيف ستجيب? Ask the question, answer the question. أطرح السؤال وجيب. Ask and answer. So, my answer is yes. Omar reads a book. Yes, Omar reads a book. Good work. Let's move to the next picture. Let's analyze this picture. I'm gonna ask you another question. سأطرح سؤالا آخر. Does Omar play basketball? Does Omar play basketball? Yes. هل يلعب كرة السلة? How would you answer? No. Omar does not play basketball. He plays football. Okay. So now we have these four. Okay. So first of all, we've got, does Omar read a book? Yes, Omar reads a book. Does Omar play basketball? No, Omar does not play basketball. I want you to analyze these four sentences. أريد منكم تحليل هذه الجمل الأربعة. Yes. Just try to analyze because we're going to have a task and I want you to apply what you have understood on that task. ستقومون بحل تمرين اعتمادا على ما قمتم بتحليله من هذه الجمل. Alright, so let's jump into our task. Here you've got four caterpillars or four sentences, 4 جمل. In this order, من دون ترتيب إذن. This is number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. I want you to reorder these words to get coherent sentences. إذن عليكم ترتيب هذه الكلمات للحصول على جمل مفيدة. تذكروا صيغة السؤال التي قمنا بها في بداية الفيديو. Okay, so here we've got to school, late, you, go, to. Do not go to, no, I, school late. Layla help her mother in the house, does. Mother in the house, does. Mother in the house helps her, yes, late. Okay, so let's try to reorder these words to get our coherent sentences. Let's start with the first sentence. So, do you go to school late? So, do you go to school late? What does it mean? هل تذهب إلى المدرسة متأخرة? So, what's the answer then? No, I do not go to school late. I do not go to school late. Question number 3. Does Layla help her mother in the house? So, what's the answer to this question? Yes, Layla helps her mother in the house. All right. We have four sentences. We have two interrogative sentences or interrogative form على هيئة أسئلة. Interrogative. Do you go to school late? Does Layla help her mother in the house? Alright then, after we have reordered all these words to get coherent sentences, it's time to analyze, isolate, and set the rule. بما أننا قمنا بإعادة كتابة هذه الجمل بطريقة صحيحة، حان الوقت لكي نقوم بتحليل هذه الجمل لنحصل على قاعدة لهذا الدرس. Number 1. Do you go to school late? Does Layla help her mother in the house? أولاً وقبل كل شيء لدينا 3 forms in English. We've got affirmative, we've got negative, and we've got interrogative sentences. إذا لدينا السؤال، لدينا الإجابة affirmative، ولدينا negative أو النفي. So, do you, it's a question. So here we're talking about questions or interrogative form. هنا استخدمنا do and does, which is the auxiliary to do. يمكنكم سؤالي لماذا وضعنا do هنا و does هنا؟ لأنه ببساطة do works with the personal pronoun you. do تتماشى مع you, I, they, and we. does أضفنا es لأنه ليلى which personal pronoun it's she. إذا كانت لدينا ضمير I, you, they, we أستخدم do. إذا لدي ضمير he, she or it I use does. هذا أول شيء يجب التركيز عليه. ما معنى السؤال؟ Do you go to school late؟ معناه هل تذهب إلى المدرسة متأخر؟ هل ليلى تساعد والدتها؟ هذا هو معنى السؤال. Now we go to the answer. نذهب إلى الإجابة. الإجابة ستكون either yes or no. ستكون الإجابة ب yes or no. That's why we call it a yes or no question. No, I do not go to school late. Number 2, yes, Layla helps her mother in the house. Alright. أولاً فنتحدث عن طريقة كتابة السؤال, the form of the question. نضع do or does في بداية الجملة، ثم نضع الجملة كما هي، لا نغير موقع الفعل والفاعل. إذا نبدأ بالفاعل، فعل، وباقي الجملة. You go to school late. Okay. عند الإجابة نقوم بنفس الشيء، وخاصة in the affirmative form. نأتي إلى affirmative form. ماذا قلنا؟ ليلى help her mother in the house. هذه جملة. سألنا السؤال Does Layla help her mother in the house؟ إذا للإجابة سأضع yes or no، ثم أنزل الجملة كما هي. ليلى help her mother in the house. هناك شيء واحد فقط ألا وهو الS. عندما تكون does it means here it's she. إذا عند إجابة الجملة affirmative يجب وضع الS. إذا قبل أن تقوم بمحو does عليك أخذ الS ووضعها للفعل. Okay, so what do we say? Yes, ننزل ليلى. Help إضافة للS helps her mother in the house. ببساطة لا تغير أي شيء. Clear? It's the same for do you go to school late? For example, سأقول yes. ماذا أقول؟ Yes. هنا سألتك أنت. إذا فالإجابة تكون I. Yes, I go to school late. Clear? Now, when you ask the question and the answer is in negative form, تكون الإجابة منفية. هنا يجب علينا المحافظة على the auxiliary do. يجب عدم محو auxiliary do. إذا متى نمحو auxiliary do؟ عند الإجابة in the affirmative. If it is not an affirmative, then I have to use do وأضيف لها not. Do not or does not. both are working. So do not for you, I, they and we. Does not for she and he and it. Do not. إذا أين أضع do not؟ أنزل le sujet, le verbe et le reste du phrase. هنا أضيف do not وأين أضعها؟ بين الفاعل والفعل. فماذا أقول؟ Normally I say I go to school late. هذه affirmative. عند نفيها أدخل do not go. Do not go. For example في المثال الثاني سنقول no. ليلى. ماذا نقول؟ قلنا نحافظ على does not. فماذا نقول؟ ليلى does not help her mother in the house. هنا يجب عليكم طرح سؤال. Madam, why didn't we add s when I said does not help? ببساطة عندما يدخل to do على الجملة الفعل يكون غير مصرف سواء in the interrogative or the negative. إذا do يجعل من الفعل stem غير مصرف. متى يكون غير مصرف؟ in the interrogative في السؤال وعند الإجابة in the negative. Do not go, do not help. ولكن متى يتم تصريف الفعل in the affirmative sentence عندما تكون جملة affirmative. What do we say? ليلى helps. Yes, I go, etc. Clear? So now we move to the rule. We write it all together. To ask yes-no questions about activities. To ask yes-no questions about activities, I use do and does. As I said before, we start with do and does. نبدأ بدو أو does ثم نضيف the subject you, I وقلنا نضيف أيضا we and they plus stem. إذا الفعل غير مصرف هنا. Of course when here we've got some examples. بعض الأمثلة. Do you revise your lessons every day? Do you revise? So revise is a stem غير مصرف هذا الفعل. Does she revise her lessons every day? قلنا revise. Do or does. لماذا قلنا revise ولم نقل revises? Because here it's a stem. Do you go to school on Friday? Does he go to school on Friday? So in all cases the verb or it's a stem. Okay? Good. Now to answer yes or no questions I use. إذا عند الإجابة لدينا affirmative form and negative form. فلنبدأ بالaffirmative form. نكتب yes ونضع كما. Then the subject plus stem. Le sujet plus stem اللي هو هنا الفعل مصرف بالنسبة لI يكون stem فقط. بالنسبة للشي and he, so we write I plus stem. Here the verb is we do nothing, we conjugate, but it's still the same stem. And for she, he, what do we do? Stem plus s or stem plus es. It depends on the verb. This is the affirmative form. For the negative form, of course, I said that we need to focus on do not and does not plus stem. There is no s. لا نضيف as أو غيرها. Okay, so this is concerning the answer. So we have to ask and to answer. Now let's answer the previous questions. Do you revise your lessons every day? When I say yes, affirmative form, you. So what do you answer? You say, yes, I revise my lessons every day. Does she revise her lessons every day? Yes, she revises her lessons every day. هنا نصرف الفعل. إذا قبل ما نمحو does ماذا نأخذ؟ الأس ونضعها للفعل. Next, do you go to school on Friday? No, I. قلنا نضيف do not plus stem. Do not go to school on Friday. Does he go to school on Friday? No, he does not or doesn't. هذه تقصير there. Does not go to school on Friday. We do not say he does not goes. No. The first verb is conjugated, the second is not. عندما نصرف الفعل does not الثاني لا يصرف. So this is the rule when it comes to do and does. So So this is Omar with his sister Layla. They are talking, and here is the dialogue between Omar and his sister Layla. I want you to help the brother and sister to complete the dialogue, okay? So stop the video for a while, try to do the task yourself, then come back. أوقفوا الفيديو للحظات، قوموا بحل التمرين ثم عودوا مجددا. Alright, welcome back. So these are the pictures that we're going to talk about. Layla, Omar, you like karate? So the answer is yes, I. Donc here it is a yes or no question. So what would you say? Do you like karate? Very good. Omar, do you like karate? What would Omar say? Yes, I like it. Excellent work. Yes, I like it. Layla, you every day. Omar said, no, I practice it every day. أمارس. No, I practice it every day. So it's a yes or no question once more. So, do you, what's the verb? Good. Do you practice it every day? هل تمارسها كل يوم؟ No. قلنا في النيجاتيف ماذا نضع هنا؟ نحافظ على do ونضيف not. So what do we say? No, I do not practice it every day. Now we're talking about Margaret. Margaret, which personal pronoun? It's she. So what do we say? Does Margaret like shopping? قلنا عند إجابة affirmative ماذا نفعل؟ نأخذ S نضيفها للفعل. Okay? So the answer is yes, she. Before you omit does, قبل أن تمحي does, ماذا تأخذ؟ S وتضعها للفعل. So what do you say? Yes, she likes shopping. Excellent work. Now, we are still in yes or no questions. She goes shopping alone. What does it mean alone? It means بمفردها. هل تذهب بمفردها? So what would we say? Does she go to shopping alone? Go step. So what do we say? It's no, she go alone. هنا عند negative form we need to use does not. So what would you say? Does not go alone. She with her friend Sandra. So here affirmative. So we need to conjugate the verb. So what do we say? She goes with her friend Sandra. Okay, so this is the dialogue. Before we end up the video, I want just to have a quick revision about the kinds of questions. قبل أن ننهي الفيديو أريد أن أقوم بمراجعة تخص أنواع الأسئلة. In English we've got two kinds of questions. لدينا نوعين من الأسئلة. لدينا WH questions, yes or no questions. Let's talk about yes or WH questions. لحد الساعة بما أنكم 1MS first year, you have seen these 5 WH questions. لماذا نسميها WH؟ لأنها تحتوي على WH. So number 1 is what. You have seen what. What's your name? What's your job? Okay. Then you've seen where. أين. Where are you from? Where do you live? Etc. Then you have seen how. How old are you? How are you? So these are the questions. كيف or كم. It depends on the question. Next you've seen who. من. Who is this? Who is your father? من. Then finally you've seen the WH question. When بمعنى متى. Okay, when do you play football? I play football on weekends, for instance. So these are WH questions. تكون الإجابة إجابة تامة ليست yes or no بل إجابة. What's your name? My name is. It's not yes. No, it's my name is. Now let's get back to yes or no questions. In yes or no questions, as far as you're concerned, you've got two. لدينا آخرين ولكن بما أنكم 1MS لديكم رأينا في sequence 2 the auxiliary to be, and in sequence 3 the auxiliary to do. لدينا to be or is, and to do and does. عند بداية السؤال بواحدة من هذه الكلمات يكون الإجابة yes or no. Okay? Alright, so let's focus more on yes or no questions. We start with to be, are, is. Let's have some examples. Are you a teacher? هل أنت أستاذ؟ ماذا تكون الإجابة؟ Yes, I am a teacher. Or no, I'm not a teacher. Is Sally? Why did I say is? Because Sally is she. Is Sally from Algeria? Yes, she is from Algeria. Or no, she's not from Algeria. Okay. تلاحظون هنا عند السؤال ماذا قمنا؟ عكسنا الفعل والفاعل عندما يكون to be. Are you؟ عند الإجابة ماذا تكون؟ I am. Is she؟ She is. Okay. يمكنكم أن تقولوا لماذا أستخدم هنا to be؟ وفي بعض الأسئلة نستخدم to do. Let's first focus on the rest, then we will make the difference. Now it's to do. لدينا two forms. قلنا do مع I, you, they and we. Does with he, she and it. أردت أن أضع أمثلة تشابه الأمثلة الأولى ولكن باستخدام do لكي نفهم الفرق بين to be and to do. Do you work as a teacher? Here it's are you a teacher? And here it's do you work as a teacher? هل تعمل كأستاذ؟ Yes, I work as a teacher. No, I do not work as a teacher. نفس السؤال, is Sally from Algeria? But here I said, does she live in Algeria? Yes, she lives in Algeria. No, she does not live in Algeria. هنا نقوم بالإجابة عن السؤال لماذا استخدمنا to be? So, why did I use are you a teacher? Do you work as a teacher? إذن are or to be يطرح السؤال عندما لا يكون هناك فعل. Are you a teacher? هل أنت أستاذ؟ ولكن عندما يكون هناك فعل في الجملة اللي هو work هنا يعمل إذن يجب استخدام do. ما نقدرش نقول are you work. No, I say do you work as a teacher? الإجابة I work. It is not I am a teacher. Okay? نفس الفعل هنا قلنا is Sally from Algeria. ليس لدينا فعل هنا apart from the auxiliary to be. قلنا هل سالي من الجزائر؟ ولكن هنا ماذا قلنا؟ هل سالي تسكن في الجزائر؟ إذا عندما يكون هناك فعل نستخدم to do وعندما لا يكون هناك فعل في الجملة نستخدم to be. Okay? Good. Now I'm going to give you this task. You do it. أعطيكم هذا الأسئلة وعليكم إكمالها either with to be or to do. استخدام to be أو to do. إذا هناك فعل استخدم to be to do sorry. ليس هناك فعل استخدم to be. إذا سأترك هذا التمرين هنا وأتمنى أن تجيبوا عليه وتكتبوا الإجابات in the comments down below في الردود أسفل الفيديو. I hope that you understand the form of yes or no questions with to do and to be as well. If you have more questions, you can just mention them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching and see you in another video.